Where the love? Where's my? Oh yeah. Hey. It's my ankle dunk.
What you know about rolling?
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Craig Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, it's no secret. At the end of quarters, players will wait until just after the buzzer sounds to fire up heaves.
Yeah, it is. Do it. Thanks, TA. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. The forwards for them are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Pena in at the 2. And looking at the Nets, King is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan, and it's Smith, and it's Pena in at the 5 spot. And opening day is here. So, what are these players right now, Greg, feeling as they tip off this brand new season?
Mostly excitement. I mean, this is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
And he's able to get it back. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And so here is New Orleans, down to 5 on the shot clock, and good that time.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Brooklyn with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot, and it's good for 2.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Williamson after the basket by Brooklyn. Pass to Ingram. Fires from deep. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
From 13, misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Here's Pena. Almost, but it rolls out. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason, Greg.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, it couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Now here's Valanciunas, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
In one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
New Orleans shooting their first free throw tonight. And Valanciunas, no good on that. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. 5 points in the game.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
The pass to Pena. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. And the Pelicans with possession here, following the bucket by the Nets. It's deflected. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played, buries it down low. Pelicans trail by 4. Timeout is called for... to the game for the Pelicans. And it's their first look at this year's Brooklyn team here for their first regular season game.
And it wasn't a matchup they fared well in last year, as they just couldn't figure this team out.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton is checked in for Durant. Ben Simmons comes in for King.
Booker's dad actually played in the NBA.
Smith,
Yeah,
and
and
Curry
here are
subbed
the
in
top
for
5
Jordan.
father-son duos
A minute
in
50
NBA
left in the
history.
first.
At number 5,
McCollum
Doc and
finds
Austin
Jones.
Rivers. Some might say that Austin Rivers is only in the league because of his dad. Nonetheless,
Passes to
Doc
Hayes.
actually played by now coaches at Reward the Hardaways. Unfortunately, Tim Hardaway's team.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And number 3, Hayes.
It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. The 4th spot held by the Nets.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but man, they were right there.
Michael Thompson and Klay Thompson.
Nets leading by 4.
That's like what they're both famous. And at number 1, we've got the
Pena
Curry.
covered by Hayes.
And that pass first ratio of Simmons, outstanding at
All four
negotiating with his teammates.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam,
And
you can see how impressive
I mean, he the only
was.
option, but the other ball I hit.
New Orleans gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. And Ben Simmons, the epitome of a point
So
forward.
this nigga cut hair, bro. This nigga look like he cut trees, bro. Nigga, for white. Bro, it's for white. You look like fucking Smoke Pig and throw peace signs up, bro.
And
You
it's
got
out
hit
of
and cut
bounds.
his ass. You
Touched by
cut your
Nance.
hair, bro.
And taking a look now at stats for Curry, how he
But you know
performed
what? So
last
bro,
season.
no,
Averaged about
but your voice
15
is
points a
confident
game
though, bro.
last
Hey,
season.
hey,
3 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid
what you mean
play
that's wrong,
all
bro?
around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game.
It's good.
Can't be serious right now, my niggas.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
My shit going right, bro? Let me check it.
Here's Alvarado, guarded by Curry.
My shit is fucked up, nigga. I swear to God, I'll beat you.
Will it go? And the basket by Alvarado.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window.
And a bit of a battle here for the
I
ball.
don't fucking smoke, my nigga.
Jump ball here.
No, I'm
And
sober
Ben
than ever,
stifling
nigga.
effort on defense needs another look.
And right out of the gate,
That fucking beard that
to
smells like
set the
Lisa. You smell
tone
that. Yo, bro,
defensively,
but why the fuck did you
gotta
stab my
love
mustache
it.
like that, bro? Yo, bro, what the fuck, my nigga? Bro, how my shit look, nigga? It's calm. Bro, hold on, did that cut just take like 5 minutes, bro?
Yeah, man, it's all things.
No!
New Orleans moving it around. And Hayes throws it down.
Man, you heard
Get
him.
him
You
the
man,
ball
give me
anywhere
$50,
close to the
man.
hoop.
Empty fucking cash, nigga. You ain't even do shit, nigga.
Curry
You didn't
does
line
the
shit
thing.
up, bro. Why did you put me onto this nigga, bro? Why is he touching, bro?
He gets
Why you
that
didn't make
one.
my shit straight,
And the
bitch ass
story
nigga?
here, Kevin,
Why
early
you make my
on,
shit straight,
is
bitch ass
how
nigga?
well they've shot
Bro,
the
you
basketball.
Transpire.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. The shot comes out.
Had enough room to finish, and that's why they usually make.
Sorry, my hand strike fire.
Drives to the hoop. Lays it up and banks it in.
Sorry, my hand strike fire.
Work there in the paint. He has really established a
Sorry,
lot
my
of post
hand
pressure.
is fire. Sorry, my
And the
hand
last
strike
second
fire.
attempt does not go in for it. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat,
Fire.
up 8 points
Sorry,
at the
my
end of the
hand
quarter.
strike
They
fire.
have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action in just a minute.
Say hello to my little friend. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And we'll take a look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
I'm the Jedi. I want more.
Pelicans trail by 8. They've got Smith. King is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan, and it's Pena in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player. Well, I play for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
Pass to Pena. He kicks it to Ingram. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. That's just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Part of the reason why they have leads, they haven't turned it over too much. They are playing smart basketball.
The pass to Pena. Screened by Valanciunas. Pena passes to Valanciunas. He can't get it to go. Smith with some nice D. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 6-point game. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. A nice shot by Jordan.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Inside, here's Valanciunas. Oh, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. And the Pelicans with possession here. Following the bucket by the Nets. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Here's Smith after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Puts it up. King's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 8. Floats it up for Williamson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
So for the Nets, Ben Simmons, he's checked in for King. Harris comes in for Smith. And Curry subbed in for Jordan. Simmons against Nets. The drive by Simmons. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. And Simmons gets to Durant. From outside the arc. No good. That time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold. that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Alvarado passes to McCollum to the middle. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut back down again to 6 with the basket from Alvarado.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Jones against Durant. A 3 off the mark. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shot. So he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. We've got 33 seconds left here in the second. And it's Simmons penetrating. And the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got his first basket of the night.
Look at the power Simmons puts behind his drive, making it tough for the defense to stop him.
Goes up to the stripe. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from McCollum.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Durant inside. Working on Jones. And Brooklyn has possession. Here's Durant. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy. Using them to cut up the defense there.
And so we conclude the first half. Nets out in front. They're up by 6. It's time now to report time as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Good battle going on tonight. What has been the approach?
We're just trying to pack the paint. Those guys are great. So we're just trying to make them guys.
We'll see if we can keep it going in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dan, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back in the second half of basketball right after this.
Hey, thank you, sir. You know I always try my hardest around here, right? And you do know about the promotion, right? Do I know about the promotion? Yeah, I know about the promotion. The one that pays $100K a year, right? Right there. And this year, it can only go to one person. Let me guess. I'm the guy, huh? I'm getting that promotion. I said, call me over here and everything, right? You are one of the runners for this promotion. However, we do have another person that we think might give you some competition. Who is it? Come on, you can tell me. I'm pretty sure it can't be that bad. Hey, come on now. Good, man. Mikey, dude, when we get older, we're gonna work at a nice job together, have a lot of money, and we're gonna get a promotion that pays us millions of dollars. yeah, but what if it comes down to only one of us that can get the promotion? Yeah, I didn't think about that, but that's never gonna happen. Yeah, I guess you're right, but if it ever came down to that situation, I would give it to you because you're my best friend. Wait, sir, you know we're best friends, right? Like, we've always wanted this promotion. You don't think I know that? And I also like to have a little fun around.
Before we take a
so
look at the action from the first half,
to decide who gets this promotion, right? It'll make my job way sure this is gonna be easier, right? I know I'm gonna get this promotion. Wait, hold on.
Using your crystal ball.
What's going on? Remember when we were kids, you said you would give me the promotion, like, really? Oh, yeah, I remember.
Everything I see in my crystal ball with you.
Mikey.
No
Come
way.
here. Yeah, what's up, boss? So I've been thinking.
Listen, if you really have a crystal ball, why don't you just look into the future and give me those lotto?
All right, let's focus on the half of play we just saw. It's proving to be an uphill battle for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Right now, it's about the lack of defense or lack thereof.
What a mess.
I'm not seeing any
My dad.
any hustle.
We were too young to notice.
What coaches
What
telling them in the
a
locker room.
mess.
My dad.
We've been too young.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half.
The Ravens lost to the Dolphins yesterday.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4, and Valanciunas at the 5. Then it's Ingram, and it's Pena at the shooting guard position.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. And both free throws, good for Williamson. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
Moment here now for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Nets let me know the status. And the news is not good. Right now, it looks like a broken ankle with additional damage to the surrounding connective tissue. This is never the way you want to lead off, but they have no choice. They still have to play the games. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Pelicans trail by 9. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 8.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
And 3 from Jordan. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
All right, a moment to see the stats for Kevin Durant. Coming off a terrific season. How about 30 points per game? 6 assists and 7 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
I've played with someone like him, the type of player that looks to get others involved first. That's my type of teammate.
Here's Jordan. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. In the corner, Smith with it. Back to Jordan. Fires for 3. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Kevin Durant third.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Pelicans trail by 8.
If she says I have a man 20-minute.
Pena covered by Smith. Pena, the putback, It's good on the putback.
Using his vertical on the offensive glass, Williamson is adept at reading misses and pouncing on second chance opportunities.
Now here is Smith. Outside for Simmons. Jordan looking around. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Valanciunas. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
Pelicans trail by 4. Pena covered by Smith. They get it back. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. On the wing, Jordan. Pass to King. Power down the jam.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Here's Valanciunas after the basket by Brooklyn. Yes, that goes in. Valanciunas has got 12 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And here's Jordan outside. Pelicans pull it in.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Down low and stolen by Jordan. Now the fast break. King with the ball. Simmons trying to get open. King, that's good. 11 points in the game.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Here's Pena. He takes it in, and that one good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Puts it up from 17. Jordan's shot is off. With 4 seconds on the clock, that is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Pena.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now. To succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Nets lead by 2. We'll take a quick break and get you back to the action.
Do you know how Andrew Tate is?
Sadly, yes.
Yes, how do you feel about him?
Do not like him.
You don't like the top
Here
G?
now a chance to show you our assist in the game.
Why?
And
Give
it's
me a reason.
presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today is the big fella here with the
Yeah, exactly.
of
Do you know how Andrew Tate is?
What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Of course, I win the space race.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Curry is out there with Smith. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant in at the center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Smith. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Brooklyn. The Nets making a switch here. Kings checked in. And a change for the Pelicans. Williamson's checked in. Jones kicks to McCollum. Misses off the left iron.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Smith for 3. CJ McCollum comes up with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And that one's good, Williamson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
King outside. Back to Smith. Shoots it up. Good on the jump shot. And the Nets lead by 5.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Passes it to Jones. He dishes it to Williamson.
There's been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest this past summer. Zion signing a loaded extension to keep him with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
And both free throws good for Williamson.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And King. Here we go.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Willie Green had some words for his team during the break. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. We got to be aggressive. And smart. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. To the paint, here's Alvarado. That fun. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Simmons passes to King. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And since then, it's been much more of a struggle for them to score inside. He has been a bit quicker to collapse when they get it down low.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. A 3 from McCollum, hands it from downtown.
And over the years, McCollum has become one of the more reliable scorers in our league.
Here's King, out to Smith. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
Jordan, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And New Orleans also making a change. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Herbert Jones. And Valanciunas has got the ball here for the Pelicans. Trailing by 5. Here's McCollum. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. Valanciunas, good.
And how about Valanciunas coming through here? When it's a big possession, giving it to him is a great idea.
Jordan with the ball. Guarded by Ingram. Jordan passes to King. Good with Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got his 7th assist in the game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They trail by 5. 1:49 left to play in the final quarter. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter.
You know, the whole tuck it in your waistband trick, and it worked for a minute. But right as I started getting into my business presentation,
To the inside, Valanciunas.
And you can see it literally
really
sneak right
improve
on
as a
in,
defender,
you know,
using
dressing
his
in business
impressive
attire.
rim
I
to block
love
shots.
facts.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Clearly visible, like a pencil or some shit, but everybody's mouth fucking dropped. They know
Fourth
exactly.
quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And they'll get another chance. No good from Valanciunas.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Back to King.
And
he drives in.
So my girlfriend had sent me pictures of her sitting on a seat, obviously without anything on, and I got
And
caught
three
thinking
from
about what I
Jordan.
was gonna do to her later. So I
Back to
got
King.
rock hard in the middle of this business. And
Jordan, the
unfortunately,
pass to
as that
King.
happened, I got
Second
caught
shot
up to
opportunity,
it. So I tried
and he
to
sinks the
go.
layup. And
So
now
we
it's a
all know
9-point
that
Nets
goal was
lead.
really down to
And that's
anything,
just
anywhere, and at any
cold-blooded
time.
right
So
there.
my
He's
girlfriend's
taking
dad
no
had
prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
It's checked in for the Nets. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he gets it to go.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's King. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Can't cash in from close range. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working. They made the most of their opportunities looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it. No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Here's King. Good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flank.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, KD. Good start. What happened with that rough patch later on, though?
We weren't disciplined. We were just shooting shots just to shoot them, throwing passes just to pass them. No sense of urgency, no purpose. And against a team like that, they're looking for something to get them back in the game, and we just let them back in.
Close the door, but stuff to work on, I know, man. Thanks. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching as we present the New Balance Player of the Game.